Good evening. My name is Dr. Mimms. I am a current school board member. And one of the things I just want to encourage the public is that education is the foundation for learning, success, and for our future. And so I just believe as the community, we need to take the school board election very seriously. It's on the bottom of the ballot, and I always recommend to people to start from the bottom and then go up top. Because without education, we would not have a governor, we would not have an assembly person, we would not have senators and freeholders, because they all started at the basis of the foundational process of learning, which is education. And a lot of times people start at the top, they vote their whatever way they want to vote at the top, and they forget about the bottom. You also need to know that we are under a process called QSAC, which we put in place, right? The state told us we have to put a measurement in place, so we put a process in place called QSAC, which measures us in 5 areas to identify if we're meeting at least 80% of those areas. We've gained back 3 areas of control. We're still waiting for the other 2, instruction and curriculum and governance. If you've never went to one of the schools, you don't know how the schools operate, you don't know that there's a principal or maybe 2 vice principals, if you don't know that Eastside and Kennedy, or we have academies and it's split up, those individuals are not going to help our children. If they have not been on the ground, if they have not been a part of the process, and then you got to ask them, what's your platform, right? What are you running for? Like when I hear someone say, I'm going to bring local control. Really? How in the world can you bring local control?
Right.
I mean, it's been 26 years the state has had control. You've had a lot of school board members that have fought. We're now on the verge of getting it back. So you can't run and say you're going to help bring back local control because you have not been there to bring it back. So then that speaks to the integrity of a candidate that's telling you, I'm going to bring back local control. How are you going to bring it back when the work has already been done and we're just waiting now because the QSAC review has already taken place. We're just waiting on them to say, you have it. So you can't say, I'm bringing it back. You won't get sworn until January. So you got to challenge those platforms if they have them. You got to ask those questions. How are you going to do that when you have not been there? You haven't been to the meeting. You haven't been to the microphone. You haven't introduced any plan. See, for me, I look for a candidate that's not talking about it. I look for them to already be doing the work, and so it's easy for me to vote for them later.
Why is it important for them to come out and vote this election season? The school board, for you.
Okay. So the reason why it's important, you have 30,000 kids in the school system. For years, our kids did not have cursive writing until recently. It was just put back in our curriculum. September, we didn't have nurses in every building. That just was put back in September. We're still missing librarians, substance abuse counselors. We're still missing music and art in every building. We have 100-plus-year-old facilities that our children are in. Lead issues. I mean, security concerns. The list goes on and on and on. Amistad full execution, right? Supreme Court passed a ruling. We're still not fully implementing the Amistad curriculum in our public schools. And if they're not pushing those issues and they don't even talk that language, they don't deserve your vote. We need people that know the issue. I mean, to me, we're at a critical time now. We're not in romper room season anymore. We're at a place now where we're about to get local control. So you need individuals that are able to hit the ground running, that know what they're talking about, that can get on that school board or get back on the school board and do what's needed to get us to the place where Paterson needs to be. Paterson is a wonderful city, it's always been, but we need some great people sitting on the school board. And if those people haven't been to the meetings, they don't know what the curriculum looks like, they don't know what the budget is, and they don't show up to debates, they shouldn't get your vote.